Shift it in a minute.
Sit forward.
Yeah. Just back.
Record, because I've remembered. Hello, Ray.
Hello.
And Cindy, yes, I've even changed the settings, Cindy, so it's recording every single time we do training now. Oh, man. Having to re-record twice was too much. Right, so hopefully you have got body products to have a look at. I'm really looking forward to doing this with customers. I really am. I found this delicious picture of legs to inspire me to sort mine out. Wouldn't it be nice to have legs and feet like that? Don't know whether yours are in a hairy state. We don't have to have close-ups through the course of this training. But hopefully they're going to feel newer and fresher. My guest appearance is Grace, my daughter. She's an ardent Neelshad Remedies fan, so she's come to join in with products. And guys, when you're doing this with customers, it's just really nice to include members of your family. Jenny, I saw Molly and Mabel in the background, I think. You know, just any time, just have people who are old enough not to be annoying and disruptive whilst you're enjoying the evening. So without further ado, my feet are going into my bowl of warm water. It's slightly warm.
Oh, it's nice.
And hopefully you've got some body stuff to enjoy as we go. So this is a Sample Pots Central evening, this social. So you need to make sure you've got those on your list of things to get hold of so that you can be getting samples out to people. And what we're going to do, guys, is in the main, give people a choice. Do you prefer this one or this one? Do you like this texture or this texture? And you don't have to. Oh, I hate those moments because you think, how do I turn it off?
What was that?
Right, so preparation. Those of you who've done these socials with me before, you'll recognise some of these preparation ideas. You can screenshot if you want, or you can just watch the recording again, which I'll put on the team contacts. Shout if you can't find it anywhere. But really, really worth doing your prep well. And as far as note taking on tonight goes, you might find that it's a bit drippy because you're using body products. It's quite hard to keep your piece of paper, your pad of paper dry and make sure you see to your feet and your legs properly. So if you want the slide deck, you're more than welcome to have that afterwards. I would suggest they're not for sharing with customers. They're there for consultants. They're not very party-ish. They're a bit information-y. And they've probably got too much information for customers to be reading. But if you want those, let me know. Okay, and as I say, there'll be a recording. So, yeah, sample pot heavy session. As you can see from my table display here, we've got quite a lot of bottles and pots. And I would recommend that you have your products that you're going to be using out on display as full-size products, because what I'm going to do as I go is pick things up and show them to the screen so people can see what size product bottle they get, that kind of thing. I think that engages people and makes them want them. Okay, so you can do this as a whole Zoom event. You could do it as a Facebook party if you're into those. Do an event on Facebook, or you can use the product information and some samples to send out to a customer who just wants some time one-to-one with you, or just to try in the privacy of their own home. But a really nice time of year as the weather's so lovely to revitalise our skin and kind of explore the whole area of body products in the catalogue. And what I am going to say, guys, is you don't have to have all of the ones that I'm using tonight. You can just use a selection of them, or pick your own favourites, or ones that you've already got testers of. It's really up to you. And you can do your own research on the consultant website on any that you're interchanging mine for. Okay, so a bit of etiquette in terms of getting going. If you've got a free account for Zoom, which is completely fine to use, you've got a 40-minute window And what you can get people to do is to log out and then log back in again. But I would suggest that, like I was tonight, you're on for a few minutes before you're due to start, so you can welcome people and chat and set everybody at ease, make sure people have got the necessary samples that you've sent, and a bowl and a towel and all that kind of thing. That's more essential for your customers than it is for you guys coming to training. But hopefully there are lots of you. I'm going to flick through the images as we go and see how many of you've got your products that you're testing. And it'll be easy to tell, because as we go into body scrub mode in a minute, the view of your screen will be a bit like this. Top of my head whilst I'm concentrating on my legs. Okay, and telling stories as you go. I really think this is important, and it's been so valuable for me with my own customer socials. I've either got customers who know and love that particular product to do the talking, or I've told them stories that I know about the product, and that's just the best way to sell. You know, tell people about the product and let them decide whether that's something that fits into their life and something they want to try. So if you don't know and love some of the products that we're talking about, you can steal my stories as we go. But to be honest, be a product of your product. If you're using these body products in the next few weeks, you'll have your own stories to tell, and the difference that it's made to your skin, and why you've chosen that one over this one, and all that kind of stuff. So listen out for the stories as we go. Right, so the first product that we're going to go for, let me just put me on individual. Hang on a second. Oh, hello, Jane.
Me?
Yeah, just saying hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hang on, I just got to find myself. No, I don't know if we can. That's fine. We'll minimize it. Vicky's there as well. Jolly good. Right. Okay. Citrus shower gel. So if you have this shower gel, you can take a bit of that, pour some into your water. You go, Greg, and slosh it about with your feet. And enjoy the zesty aroma of organic lemon, lime, grapefruit. Oh my goodness, what's happened?
Somebody else has got hot water like I have.
I just find everywhere.
Yeah. I had to empty it and do it again because I was going to put my feet.
Had it gone cold, Frederica?
No, well, I was worried that it was gonna go cold, so I was boiling hot, and then I put my feet inside, and I was like, oh God, I can't do this.
Can I just say the management accept no responsibility for burns or scalds in the course of this treatment?
That's a cop-out.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so this shower gel, let's talk a little bit about it. The shower gels are normally 200 mils, and most of them are £14. If you have got your catalogue to hand and you want to have a look, the shower gels are on page 56 and 57, and there's a whole massive range of them, and the vast majority of them are £14. In fact, I think they all are these days. Yes, they are. Including the citrus shower gel, which I'm featuring here, which is £14, not for 200 mils, but for 300 mils. But you get half as much again for the same price. Not only is it a shower gel that kind of says, in an essential oil kind of way, morning, it really does, but it's also brilliantly available for the whole family, partly because some people in our families, not two of the people present, get through shower gel quite quickly. So the benefit of an extra 100 ml is quite good, but also quite a unisex smell, isn't it? Citrus is perfect for everybody. Good for all skin types. And I hope, how many of you are using it? Who's enjoying this citrus shower gel?
It's lovely.
Who's me?
Ray.
Ray, thank you, Ray.
I didn't have the shower gel, I'm using the hand wash instead, but it smells lovely.
Perfect. I actually think, Jane, I don't know if you agree, the shower gel is a bit more zingy than the hand wash, isn't it? Although they're both called citrus.
Yeah.
To me, the hand wash smells a bit like, it's more lemon meringue pie than lemon.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweeter and a bit softer. The Citra shower gel, I think because of the lime and the grapefruit, it's got that kind of bite of zest.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely.
Much
And,
more wake up.
Yeah.
Is it okay for the whole family, like the Be Lovely bath and shower gel, or is it all right for children?
It is. I would say if from about 3 to about 8, I would stick with the Be Lovely, and that's 295 mils, Frederica. So it's a similar amount for the same price. So it's another one that's kind of family range.
Yeah, well, there's no way I can convince my son to switch from the Be Lovely anyway.
No, that's fine.
He goes around, when I was selling the hand creams, like, Mommy, did you get the Be Lovely one?
Oh,
That's the best one.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of you are enjoying body products. It's fine if you haven't got these, but I would just be working your way through the list that you're going to invest in. That's an investment, so that you can learn them yourself, enjoy them yourself, and sample out in little sample pots. Word to the wise, if you are posting the shower gel, I would put a tiny square of cling film over the top of the pot and then screw the lid on, because it will really help with leakage.
I went to the post office the other day, and the envelope I could see from the envelope that it leaked. So I swapped it for bath salts.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I love the fact that in the chat, some of you are telling me what you're compromising with. That's good. But maybe, you know, the Citra shower gel is a good one to try if you haven't used it before. Okay, so let's get on to some body scrubs. So I'm going to start with my personal favourite. Who knows this one? Right, so this is why I wanted you to see me. Can you see that pot if I do that? Can you see into the pot? Yeah. So it is a kind of solid texture. I can put my hand and then I'll pass it to you, Grace.
Which window are you in?
Which window am I in is a very good question. There you go. Right, so I've got probably half a teaspoon worth of this product, and it looks solid. Can you see that?
Oh God, it's on my computer.
And please don't spill it into your computer screen.
Oh goodness!
Right. So, what this product is, it's almost like a balm, but with gritty bits in it. And then as it hits your skin, it melts into an oil. It's completely divine, and it is our signature geranium and orange fragrance. It's so beautiful, and you put this on to dry skin because of the oil. If you put it onto wet skin or you're under the shower head, the bits will just wash away and you won't get that lovely exfoliation. So for those of you who are using it as a product, what I'd love you to do is just apply it to one leg. And then what we'll do is we'll try a different body polish and you can see which one you prefer.
That was only just in time.
Pardon?
That was only just in time.
Only just in time. Oh, it nearly went to 2 legs, was it? Right. Thank you for that input. When I'm doing this with my customers, I'll say this is only going to go on one leg before I tell them anything else. Right.
For those who have only got one scrub or exfoliator, it can be really good to just do one leg, because then you can compare it to the one that hasn't had any to see the difference that it makes.
Thank you, Shay. That's brilliant. Right, and if you're using it, you will feel this already, especially if you've got little cuts and grazes on your leg. The scrubby bits in it are Brittany sea salt. So it's the one of our scrubs that's got salt as the scrub rather than seed powder or apricot kernel bits. Just be a little bit careful if you have got grazes and cuts on your legs, because obviously the salt will sting. So sometimes if I've been cutting brambles in the garden or something and I use this body scrub, I really know about it. But it's a beautiful oil and it's very effective at exfoliating. It's also a circulation boost. All right, Sarah.
having giggles here because I can barely reach.
Oh dear, time to do some stretching.
Oh, yeah, well, my back's still seized.
And the base product, the bit that goes to oil, is shea nut butter. So even though it's a body scrub, it's already started to nourish and nurture your skin. Just stunning. So when you're ready, you can rinse that off. And as Shay just said, compare the state of that leg with the other one. What's quite nice to do in the shower with this product is, whilst the water's warming up, do your legs while you're waiting. And then maybe the next time, do your arms whilst you're waiting, because you only want to use this maybe once or twice a week. So you won't need to do your whole body every time if you don't want to. You can just, you know, do it in stages. You'll know when you start using this body scrub, or any of the others, to be honest, you'll get used to having lovely soft skin, and you'll know when it needs to be done again.
Why is it circulation boosting, Sian? I'm sorry if I missed that when you were talking.
Well, sorry.
Your notes say circulation boosting.
Yeah, just because of the rigorousness of the salt.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving your body if you think about what a dry body brush does.
Yeah.
You're doing that with salt instead of the bristles of a brush.
When you're applying it, it's sort of the application of it.
Yeah. And I have got a body brush, and obviously, you know, one-off body brush, you're not needing to buy again in the same way as you are as a pot of product. But what I love about this is the shea and the cocoa butter in it. Just my skin tends to be quite dry, so I love the fact that I'm not just exfoliating, it's really nurturing as well. And if you can just leave it to dry if you don't mind your leg just kind of gradually drying itself. And if you need to dry it because it's a bit itchy, just pat it dry, don't rub it, and you'll note that the oil just stays on the surface of your skin quite well, and it's better not to rub it away, just let it sit there and soak in.
Can I share my experience of this product, my first experience?
Go for it, Jane.
I was not a particularly great fan of the geranium and orange, the shower gel and stuff. And I spotted this in the store at Peacemart and thought, let's just try that. And I put it on my elbow and didn't wash it off in the basin that they kindly supply. And driving home, I was actually almost trying to lick my arm because it was so delicious. Gorgeous.
And it is actually quite difficult to lick one's own elbow.
Driving.
Lorraine, I love that. Yes. Also, body brushing can feel a bit uncomfortable. That's so lovely, beautifully understated, Lorraine. It can feel like scratching yourself with nettles, can't it? And I know it's good for me, but actually I don't want to. I want to use a lovely exfoliator. So I'm with you, Shay. I love the G&O scrub as well. I don't know how many O's you put in that. It's brilliant.
How often would you scrub then? Once a week?
So, I mean, it depends a little bit on your skin type, and you know, just so as I said, my skin gets quite dry, and so I probably do mine about once every 4 days. So it's not quite twice a week, but nearly. Some people, I mean, younger skin probably would get away with once a week, but how often do you use a body scrub in the shower? Do you use it? Oh, now we're fessing up. Grace is going to start using the body scrubs in the shower.
If I did, it would be once a week.
Once a week. Right, I have one shiny leg and one quite dull leg with a flaky knee. How is anybody else?
Yeah, much the same.
Yeah, right.
The same.
Let's sort that out then, shall we? So you might have another body scrub or polish. The one I've chosen to highlight is the frankincense and mandarin. Oh yes, brand new, Grace. Let's pull the tab off. I love this. I love the combination of frankincense and mandarin together. It's actually 2 of the ingredients of the fragrance of the Frankincense Intense range. And it's a different texture to the body scrub. So this one is a lot runnier. I don't know if I can tip this up and show you. It's much creamier, and the base of it is green clay and oils. As you can see there, I've highlighted them in bold: olive, pumpkin and hemp seed oils. Okay, and then the fragrance is frankincense, mandarin and bergamot. Right, I'm just going to read the chat before I apply this to both hands and my other leg. Rose and geranium's fine, Cindy. It's a similar texture. So Hazel loves this one, and it's vegan too. Thank you for that, Hazel. And body scrubs and polishes are on page 61 in your catalogue. Frankincense and mandarin, geranium and orange, and the rose and geranium. So let's just get that one on there. Cranberry seed and rice powder are the gritty bits. Sort out that scabby knee. And actually this one, you will feel like you need a little bit of water with it. So this is get your legs wet in the shower or your body wet in the shower, switch the shower off and scrub it all in, and then switch the shower back on. Don't try and scrub whilst the water's running, because you just won't get the full exfoliation of it. The bits just wash away too quickly. Yeah, Grace is saying it's more of a cream. It is. It's you get the kind of look on your leg like if you've used a bit too much moisturizer. It's that kind of creamy texture, but with bits in it. Am I selling it to you?
I was already sold.
So guys, at this point, I'm just rinsing my leg. This point, I'm just going to extol to you the virtues of putting 2 different scrubs in a pot, into 2 sample pots, if at all possible. If you can invest in 2 scrubs, because what you're giving the customer at that point is the power of choice. Do you prefer the geranium and orange body scrub, or do you prefer the frankincense and mandarin body polish? So the question isn't, do you want an exfoliator? It's which one do you prefer? Just a thought. It's not essential to have choice of 2, but I think it's really nice if the customer feels like they've got choice. Julie's asking which one's stronger as an exfoliator. I think they're both pretty efficient, Julie, but I would say the geranium and orange body scrub is slightly more gritty. The salt is a bit more vigorous than the seed and the rice powder. Okay, so if you've used 2, put into the chat which 2 you used and which one you prefer. And if you've only got the one, make sure you do the other leg, because I don't want you looking odd tomorrow. And if you have only used 1, or you haven't got one and you're feeling jealous, put into the chat which you'd choose if you were a customer. Would you go for the geranium and orange body scrub in a pot, like that? Or would you have the frankincense and mandarin body polish in the tube? And remember, the pot, doesn't matter about it being in the shower, because you're going to put it onto dry skin anyway. Word to the wise, I would stand in the shower tray and put it on, because bits of the salt fall off. So unless you want to vacuum your bathroom afterwards, be in the shower tray when it's happening. Then that one is applied to wet skin or damp skin, and so actually, if you're in the shower, you're quite happy anyway.
Right.
How do your legs feel, Grace?
Okay.
But I liked the one that was cream. Yeah, it's really tough. Yeah, have we got lots in the chat? Sinead wants to try the frankincense and mandarin. Right, Hazel's going for G&O. Jane loves the scrub best, so does Tanya. Yeah, Ruth does. Joanne's my kind of shopper, she likes both.
Yeah,
I'll have both. Rose is having both. G&O, I like both. Yeah.
Ow.
Awesome. So many different choices. And guys, to be honest, it's just personal preference, isn't it? And maybe it's seasonal. The geranium and orange body scrub, because of that oil, gives your skin a lovely sheen afterwards as well. Right, okay, so once your legs are dry, you don't need to worry about drying your feet, because we're going to try some pumice foot scrub. Now, this is where the hardcore work really starts. What are the issues in summer for your feet? What do you find?
Dry heels.
Yeah, dry heels. Anything else?
Gardening in flip-flops makes them all horrible and cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking in the mud does too.
Yeah. They're just a lot drier, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, where's the chat? Here we go. The people. Okay, that's not so much about what we're talking about there. Okay, so with this one, you mix it with a little bit of water in your palm, or if your feet are wet, just drip shake them, and then put them straight into your feet, put the product straight onto your feet in circular motions, paying particular attention to the bits that get dry. Grace is busy tickling herself now.
Can you show us the amount that you use?
About a teaspoon, no more than a rounded teaspoon amount, Frederica.
And when you send the pot out?
Oh, so what do you mean? Send the pot?
Well, if you send this to the customer to try.
Yes. So I would put enough. Probably no, I wouldn't fill the pot. Just about two thirds full, because you need basically 2 small teaspoonfuls.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I do the other foot? Yeah. When you've done one, you can do the other one. You're right, Jane.
I love this. I love the smell of it. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Peach seed and pumice. And pumice stones, again, they can be a bit hard, and they're actually really difficult to get between your toes. Whereas this one, the pumice foot scrub, because the pumice is in gritty bits in the product, you can really work it round your cuticles, in between your toes, in the little bit kind of at the end of the ball of your foot, at the base of your toes, underneath. That often gets quite dry. And the smell is incredible. The mallow softens hard skin. We're going to come back to that in the Comfrey Mallow Foot Balm. But the smell is a ginger mint. So it's
ginger mint, lovely.
Actually quite refreshing. And I would say, from experience of this one, if your feet are in need of some good attention, you will need to use this a few times, preferably with the Comfrey and Mallow Foot Balm, to really see that smooth skin returning if you've got, the dry, cracked heels that we were just talking about. So don't expect it to be solved in one go, but use it maybe every 3 or 4 days, just to take the next bit of dead skin away and continue to soften the hardened skin. And seriously, when I use this product and give my feet some attention, my feet do look sort of 10 years younger. There's nothing like a nice, smooth pair of feet. But also the lovely thing about it is it's quite relaxing. Almost like a foot massage, but a bit vigorous.
Only if someone else does it.
Well, sometimes Sarah needs must.
I know, I'm a needs must as well. Lovely.
What you do need to do with this one is rinse it really well, because the clay will stick unless you rinse really thoroughly, and that's easier to do under running water than it is in a bowl. So you might find your feet look a bit grey unless you've right, you can push your bowl of water out the way, because that's the last of the wet and soaking. Have you used it? Yeah.
Marvellous.
It is, isn't it? It's marvellous stuff.
It's lovely.
It makes my feet feel lovely.
Good.
Well, when I was laid up, having had my accident, my daughter Hannah did it for me most evenings, and it's heaven.
That is lovely. You don't get any
Send her around.
Grace's godmother Lizzie, when she was pregnant with her third son, I went and gave her a foot treatment, and she sat in her rotund state in her armchair, and I did her feet. And when I used the pumice foot scrub and then washed it all off, she actually got a bit teary, and I know she was hormonal, but she said it's so lovely to relax your feet when there's so much pressure on them in late pregnancy, and she just found it really restful and revitalizing, which is really nice.
That's a lovely story, that one.
Well, it's a nice gift to give to someone, and it'll be nice to be able to do it again, won't it, when we're allowed to be with each other?
Oh gosh, yes.
Or close enough to get to someone's feet. You don't want to touch anybody else's feet, and you don't have to. It's fine. You can throw them a pot of this, and they can do their own. You do completely different. Grace, yours are a different colour. That's amazing. So how's that, guys? Do we like that?
Gorgeous.
Well, there's no point having smooth and beautiful legs and feet like a stegosaurus, is there? You might as well do the whole lot.
Did I actually do the picture of that one?
Did you catch it, Sarah? Got it?
Yeah, I caught it. Yep, thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to get into some of the nourishment. And you guys know, I'm sure, you know, that an oil will be able to nourish and nurture deeper into your skin than a moisturizer, because it's a finer molecular structure. So this product is the oil that I chose. It doesn't have to be this one. You've got, you can use that first, Grace, if you want. Just use it on a little bit of one leg. You've got different oils. They're actually near the essential oils. Where are they? Here we are, page 38, just before the essential oil pages, because some of the oils, the body oils we've got, are the base oils that you can add essential oils to for massage. The detox toning oil you don't add essential oils to, because it's already got the essential oils that are there at the top: lemon, black pepper and frankincense. And this is a system stimulating oil. It's used regularly, as it says there. It helps to eliminate toxins, stimulating your circulation and your skin tone. So if you are a cellulite sufferer, or you just want to help detox your skin, this is a lovely, lovely, lovely oil to go for. I don't really like the smell of it, but I love the effect of it. No, not on feet, just down one leg. Down one leg.
I've got to get into mine.
It smells of pepper. Pepper and frankincense I can smell. I can't really smell the lemon.
Smells beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
I'm not so keen on the smell, but I love the effect, as I say.
Is this one leg as well?
Yeah, just one leg.
So is this one to be used once a day? Once a day? Shower?
Use this morning and night, or whenever you'd normally put moisturiser on. I quite like using a body oil in the morning and then a body butter at night. You don't. It just depends, really. It depends how much your skin needs nourishing. But what we're going to do is we'll do the oil on one leg, and then the lotion, and then we'll try a body cream.
So good.
Oh. You can do, but you don't need to. It's up to you. Just when you're. So really, Grace is asking me whether you use it every day. I would say when your skin needs an extra nourish, or you're particularly concerned about your circulation and your or dryness, an oil underneath a moisturizer, so either the body butters or the body lotions, is good.
Oh, I don't appear to have a body lotion out. Oh well.
Go and grab one, Sarah, if you want. Who's chuckling?
Find one.
Somebody's enjoying themselves.
Rose and pomegranate will have to be.
Lovely.
I'm chuckling because it smells different on my hands now. I've applied it in, and there's something about it that smells like sort of leather tanning or something.
Nice.
Which I wouldn't tell my customers at a party.
No, it is very kind of stimulating fragrance, isn't it? It's quite rigorous.
I love it.
Really good for eliminating toxins. And I do have a couple of customers who use it in the winter because their circulation is poor, and they say it really helps with the kind of capillaries in the surface of the skin. Quite often their skin feels cold to the touch, and they find this quite warming.
Oh, that's useful, I think.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Right, so let's move on. So the body lotion I chose is the Rose and Geranium body lotion. Only reason being, I've got a bottle that's already open as a tester. It's no more thought through than that. And I just think use whichever one you have got, if you've got testers open and you've been consultant a little while, or one that you're happy to share with your customers. But there is a huge array of body lotions. I'm just finding them. They're on page 62 and 63. And we have them in geranium and orange, aromatic, lavender, beauty sleep, and rose and geranium. And all on that page. That's all of them, I think. Oh, calendula and oat. No, same leg as the detox toning oil.
Bugger, I did that wrong then. I'll just have both legs.
That's fine. The only reason I'd say that, Jane, is that the body cream, the rose body cream that we're going to come on to, is so much thicker. It actually makes sense to do oil and body lotion on one leg.
Yeah.
So guys, what we've got is a kind of principle of the pots are thicker than the pumps. Yeah, the body butters and the rose body cream is in a pot and thicker, and then the body lotion is a kind of apply it and then be able to get dressed fairly quickly. It soaks in so easily. But I hope in a minute when you try the a body cream or body butter, and those of you who've used them anyway know they do soak in pretty easily. They just take a little bit longer than the body lotion, but they soak in because they're natural oils and your skin just absorbs them. It recognises plant oils. What amazes me about our body lotions is just how nourishing they are, because they are quite liquid in lots of ways. You know, it is a light lotion, but so skin conditioning. It's beautiful. So put into the chat which ones you're using, if you're using a body lotion now, or what your favourite is, even if you're not using it right now.
Using brushing.
Geranium and orange body lotion. And then of course the other one that isn't on that selection is the Be Lovely body lotion as well, which is also 295 mils. I didn't use that one because obviously we featured that in the Be Lovely range and the products for being outdoors. So if you haven't seen that one or done that with your customers, what I've tried to do as much as possible is ring the changes with different products across different sessions, but of course you don't need to do that all the time. Okay.
All right.
So, rose body cream, just My dog Maisie's growling at the dog who's barking on Zoom. I mean, this is remote working, isn't it, at its best?
Yes.
All right. But there, I got addicted to Rose body cream after doing a workshop. Look at this. Adore. It is such a treat, Rose. I completely agree with that. Rachel, sorry. And if I just show you the pots, this is the geranium and orange body scrub, and this one is 200 mils, and then this is the rose body cream, which is 200 grams, but you've got a higher pot and it's glass. So this is a really lovely present. Most of the scrubs and body butters and things, or the geranium and orange body scrub and most of the body butters are in plastic pots. The rose body cream is in a glass one. It's beautiful. So we unleash the smell of summer by taking the lid off. Oh man. Grace doesn't like it. I love it. Right, so do you want to use take a bit of product, and with the body cream, I mean, it's like clotted cream, it's beautiful. You need about that much for a whole leg. I mean, not just up to your knee, but your whole, all the way up your thigh as well. This goes a long way. So in a party or workshop, I always make sure I'm holding onto the spatula of this one, because people always take enough to cover their whole body 3 times over and then worry that why it's not soaking in. And at this point, encourage your customers not to resist the temptation and not put it on their feet, because we're going to use the Comfrey and Mallow foot balm in a minute. But if you haven't got the Comfrey and Mallow foot balm and you want to put it on your feet, go for it. Okay, so as you can see there, organic oils and plant butters. If I just move the picture of Tanya. What I did was I took out of the list of ingredients all the oils and butters that are in this. So almond oil, avocado oil, hazelnut seed oil, and then you've got glycerin, which is a natural moisture trap. You've got beeswax, and then you've got 2 lots of butter, cocoa seed butter and shea butter. This is absolutely packed with nourishment. I defy your skin not to be nourished after this. And I love the fact that they've put in there the essence of more than 250 damask roses in every pot. That's really nice, isn't it? I like the way they've put that. It is a luxuriously smooth product, as it says there. And calendula is really good for healing. And rose is quite reassuring for the skin. So it's a really gentle body cream, but absolutely effective. Right.
Well, I managed to... Sorry.
Yeah, go on, Sarah.
I managed to pour hot elderflower cordial over my hand yesterday, slap the calendula cream on, and I've got no sign of burns or anything. It was really hot.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm sorry you hurt yourself.
Oh, I know. I'm daft. Don't worry.
No. These accidents happen.
The cream is nicer than the lotion. It's, though not found the smell, but the texture's nice. It's a bit more nice.
So Grace is saying she loves the texture of the body butter but doesn't like the smell. So obviously with a customer saying that, then you offer them the other body butters that are on page 63 in your catalogue. I am just going to do a plug as well on that page for the geranium and orange body balm, because if you love the geranium and orange body scrub, the body balm is the same solid texture, but without the gritty bits. That's the body balm. And it looks solid. It looks like a beeswax that you'd wax your furniture with. But if I just show you with a tiny bit on the back of my hand. literally a tiny bit.
Oh.
And just rub, it just goes to this amazing geranium and orange oil. So that's another alternative for moisturizer. Oh. Go on, treat yourself. Okay. Now, if I was to pick a body product that was my favourite, if I had to pick one up against the geranium and orange body scrub, this would be a close second, if not the winner.
Smells
And
gorgeous.
whilst you can apply body butter to your feet and it will help nourish the skin and not make them look so dry, the amazing thing about this product is the softening mallow. So for wrestling with dry, hardened skin, this product is so gentle, but it's really, really effective. And as it says on the side there, for extra effectiveness, put on a pair of socks and just leave it on overnight. Now I can't do that because I wake up in the night with feet that are too hot. But what you can do is, if you're having a shower and then you're sitting down like now to watch the telly, put the Comfrey Mallow foot balm on, massage it into your feet, and then sit and watch the telly with some socks on. And then when you go to bed, take your socks off if you're like me and you get hot feet in the night. But this is my recommendation for this one is to keep it by your bed next to your Beauty Sleep Concentrate, because if you just on a nightly basis sit down and rub a little bit into your feet, especially around the bits that tend to get hard, round your nails as well, and then just put your feet up into the bed. It never marks the sheets, it doesn't leave oily marks at all, and it just soaks in and keeps your feet nice and soft. It's lovely, isn't it? And it does help your feet feel like you're just relaxing a bit too. And so actually in the course of an evening, rather than just doing it when you go to bed, if you do want to give it a little bit more attention and you want to put it on when you're reading or watching telly or something in the evening, just take the time to give yourself a little foot massage and rubbing into the ball of your foot. You'll be amazed at.
I watched a video recently of foot massage where you interlock your fingers underneath into your toes from underneath.
Right.
So your left hand to your right foot, and it's really nice.
Oh, yeah.
You spread your toes out.
Oh my goodness, Ruth, that's amazing.
Isn't it that? Yeah.
It's like you're holding hands with your foot.
It's lovely. Yes. And then bend your toes backwards and forwards slowly. It's so relaxing.
I can see why you put your feet in a bowl on a nightly basis.
I've been learning things.
You must have feet like a princess. Oh, that's lovely. Oh dear, Grace. Right, can do the other one. Oh, and they call this work. Last week I had a group of customers who are teachers together. We were working our way through the themes, and one of them, Kate, really wanted to know about the frankincense. Well, just all of the Age Well range. So why have we got 6 pages of frankincense stuff? So we decided we'd do a frankincense evening, which meant I had to work outside of time because, of course, we haven't got to that with our training yet. So I had to write it, even though we were busy doing other things, and never mind. So we did this on Friday, except Kate had a family crisis and couldn't make it, and she was the one that we'd organised it for.
Oh,
so
no.
It was fine, and people bought stuff, and it was a nice evening. And the great thing was I gave myself a full frankincense facial on Friday night and sold products, as we do on these socials. Kate rang me on Saturday, told me all about the family drama and why she was in such a state and how gutted she was. And I found myself saying, well, it's fine. When you get home, we'll just do it again. Well, can my son's girlfriend join in? Yeah. So the 3 of us did another frankincense facial on Saturday afternoon at 5:30, my skin felt amazing. Not surprisingly, I just thought this is what I need to do. Just do a facial for myself twice a week. So, good. Anyway.
I genuinely had someone join was it 2 weeks ago, who joined because she heard that this is what we do.
Did she actually? I love that, Shay.
Yep. This is what we do, isn't it, really? But she was like, but I've seen you post all these pictures about you having your feet in bowls for work. And I was like, yeah. So she joined. And now I think she's been to a couple of these trainings since. I don't know if she's here tonight. But,
I love that. What's her name, Shay? Can you name her?
Kirsty. I don't think she's here tonight. But
Kirsty?
Yeah.
Kirsty Ford?
No, it's not that one. Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah, there you go. So tell people about this training and then you might recruit people.
I love that. Technique. Well, we're having a good time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, you can say to the customers they can either enjoy the product on the back of their hand and get the texture, or they can actually apply it to their hair. It will, for people, particularly for people who've got finer hair or straight hair, it will make them look like they haven't washed it in several weeks because it's an oil. Grace is breaking it open because she loves this product. So it looks a bit like coconut oil in the pot. You see that? You can see Grace has been using it. So if I just put it on a spatula, just like coconut oil, it's solid. As it says on the slide, be careful because in the summer it will melt. So you need to open it carefully if it's been in a really warm bathroom because it's likely to be liquid inside. Okay, babe. And this is an intensive hair treatment. It's a coconut oil base, and the smell is rosemary, cedarwood and lavender, and it's incredible. And as it says there, massage into dry hair and scalp and leave on for anything between 30 minutes to an entire night. So what we do in our house is put a towel over the pillow, and then in the morning, what I would say is put shampoo on your hair dry. So don't wet your hair first, because then that means the shampoo can really cut into the oils and wash it well. Then rinse it out and then apply shampoo again. So sort of double shampoo if your hair is very fine, because otherwise it will still look greasy. And it's a beautiful hair tonic. It's really good for anybody who's got dry ends, perfect for this kind of time when we're all needing a haircut in lockdown. And also for people who suffer from dandruff or scalp conditions.
Yeah.
Who was that little cheer from?
Me, Sarah. Because I get eczema in my hair.
Okay, so go steady and maybe do a little area of it, Sarah. Have you used it?
I'll test first.
Pardon?
I'll test first.
Yeah, I would, because you know what eczema's like. It can be a bit reluctant against essential oils sometimes, can't it? So especially with the rosemary, it's quite powerful stuff. So just maybe do a little bit of an area.
I've got it on the back of my hand. It smells gorgeous.
It does. It's really beautiful. And you know, I know that quite a lot of people who do Indian head massage treatments use this for that. So for those of you who've got therapists in your business or are therapists, it's a great product for that.
About to be.
Yeah, Lorraine's talking about Lorraine, I should have said that. The Comfrey Mallow foot balm is perfect for pedicure treatments and, you know, a lot of these products, obviously, for therapies. Yeah. Any other stories about rosemary and cedarwood hair treatment?
About how much would you put on, Sean?
Are you doing whole head, Ray?
Yeah.
You probably need a kind of heaped teaspoon amount. But what I'd say is do it in small stages. So do an area and then put a little bit more on somewhere else, because you can end up with too much oil in one place and it's quite difficult to move around.
Yeah.
So a little bit, do an area, get a little bit more, do an area.
Okay.
Yeah, Vicky, that's great. I'm glad you'll be able to use it in your Indian head massage treatments. Great. What's that, Jane?
It smells amazing.
My hairdresser's told me she doesn't think I need to use conditioner in my hair now. I think it's because I use the rosemary cedarwood. That's brilliant. Love that. Really, really lovely. The other thing that this is really good for is hair that tends to be a bit frizzy. So if you just want to be able to calm down frizz or separate curls, or just really nourish hair, it's really good. Yeah, Hazel doesn't use conditioner anymore. Read the chat in there, guys. Yeah. Okay, so that's the selection of product. Hopefully your legs and feet feel amazing. And obviously we've gone for head products, so probably you may well discuss. No, I took that one out, Sarah. I'm just going to talk about Sarah. I'm going to talk about that one in a minute.
Okie dokie.
No, I took it out of the list because it's actually been discontinued.
So I saw.
Wild Rose Body Elixir. Yeah, there's going to be some hot news on that at some point, so don't fret. But I think we might be having some news of a new product, so you'll just have to look out for that. I've got no idea of timescale, but today I'm just delighted with the Defence foaming hand wash. I'm ridiculously excited about that. So we're happy to wait for any news on Wild Rose Body Elixir replacement type products. I don't know. Okay, so to wrap it up, chatting to people, getting people to put things into the chat, I'm going to ask you to do the same. So we imagine your customers. So of the two polishes we've already done, you've chosen which one you'd go for. So pumice foot scrub and foot balm, is that a both or a one or other that really impressed you? Was it the smoothness of your feet? Was it the treatment of the foot balm? Which would you go for? Jenny, I'm glad to see we're training up Molly and Mabel for when they're going to be 18.
Yeah.
Our budding consultants, and Grace is here as well, so hurry up and rattle these girls to their 18th birthdays. Oh, I'm going for both. I think it is such a lovely combination, that pumice foot scrub and then the comfrey and mallow, because if you're going to go just for comfrey and mallow, actually you're going to be trying to nourish the hardened skin that the pumice foot scrub could take off. So they really are perfect partners. Once the hardened dead skin is removed, of course, your comfrey mallow foot balm can really get in there and be effective. So would you be a body lotion person or a body butter or cream person? Put into the chat which you go for.
I like
Lotion, cream, butter, lotion, both, lotion, butter, cream. It really is so individual, isn't it? It's what our skin needs. It's whether you apply your body moisturizer in the morning or the evening. It's the time of year. Okay, butter for Molly, lotion for Jenny and May. You like the butter, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'd go geranium and orange. Body balm if I had to choose, I think. But Grace would go body butter, but not the rose one. She didn't like the smell. Find another one.
But in the day, I might.
And if you had to choose between rosemary and cedarwood hair treatment or the detox toning oil, which would you go for?
Oh, that's tricky.
Tough questions, tough choices in life.
Oh. Yeah, I think hair stuff.
I think the hair stuff, yeah.
Got to try the hair one yet.
Some people have gone for both, yeah. You've got to try the hair one.
Mabel had quite bad psoriasis on her scalp, so we didn't buy the product. Because I did an online aromatherapy course about skin, and they told me how to make the hair products. So we made it ourselves, but it's just exactly the same as what you would buy.
Yeah.
yeah, and we used it the other day, and it's really helped Mabel's head already.
Excellent. Yeah, and for anybody with eczema or psoriasis that finds it gets a bit red and a bit hot maybe, or a bit itchy with essential oils, just pure coconut oil is so nourishing and helps the skin to stabilize. So recommend that to customers, guys, if they can't use the essential oils for a while. Yeah, Mabel's a lot older than 3. Federica, I would say if you're going to use, if it's like cradle cap or psoriasis for somebody who's 3, I would use the baby balm or just pure coconut oil. Okay. And then obviously what you're going to do is talk about the fact that you're going to send the online party link over again, and offer support so that they know that if they're confused about their order or I can't make choices, that one-to-one time to help them in the same way as you would if we were in a room. You know, you'd sit next to someone on the sofa and kind of chat through their order. Offer that on WhatsApp or Messenger or a conversation if that's what they want. And it's just really you know, really helpful to build the one-to-one connection with somebody. You'll find a lot more people take you up on that input on their order if you ask. If you offer it. It's one of those things that needs to be stated for people to feel able to ask the questions. And then just tell them what the next theme is, you know, and what the date's going to be. So to kind of assume that you're going to see them again, that really helps with the onward bookings. And kind of engage the excitement, and probably even you'll already start the guest list if you do that. My goodness, look at all that lot. There's loads of you. Let me just do a screenshot. Oh, there we go. Nice to see you. So, comment, put yourself off mute. Tell me what you've enjoyed about doing the body stuff, or plans you've got for running body. Socials just before we finish.
What is it here? Get this one. Enjoyed.
Just using the chat. Nobody wants to speak. Love the timeout. That's nice, Ruth. Thank you. Your hands and one leg feel sore. Frederica, you need to do something about that before you go to bed. Just one leg. No, you need to do the other one.
I'd already scheduled my body one for Thursday, and it's just really nice seeing the different things that you're doing to what I've sent out already.
Okay.
That's the point, isn't it? Because we use what we've got, and like you've said, it's not about buying more stuff. It's about using your testers and using what you've already got. And it's quite nice to sort of hear your version and think, oh, should I have done? But not to be like, oh, I should have done that instead. It's just quite nice, but also because people will probably ask about things that I don't have that I now know more about because I've seen yours. So that's really helpful. Thank you.
Awesome. No, I love that. Now I want to come to yours on Thursday so I can try different stuff. But no, I think you're right, Shay. And I think, you know, it's not even about the quantity of products. I like the 2 choices idea. I like giving people the choice of the textures of the body lotions and body cream, for instance, or body butters, and the 2 scrubs. But I think, you know, if you think of it in terms of having the testers for a workshop or a party, you'd give everybody a splodge of it into their hands so they could try it. And so why not just put it in a pot and have a selection of those? And if I'd sampled out to you guys those little tester pots as if you were my customers, that's a delight to receive. And that's what you have to remember. How will it be to be my customer, to receive that envelope, and throw yourselves into the delivery of that? You know, just make it a really lovely thing to receive, almost like a present.
Do you find that people are really shocked that it's free? You know, people are like, how much do you want for the kit, the little pack that you're sending out? Because people are just surprised, you know, so shocked that we're doing all these little goodies for free. They're like, that's amazing. And it's like, it's just what we do.
Absolutely. And I think, I mean, joking aside, I do think that is one of the things that's attracting so many new joiners at the moment. Yes, it is because we sit and drink wine and rub delicious product into ourselves, but it is also because there is so much hate in the world, and there's so much fear at the moment, and there's so much disconnect and loneliness. And what we're doing is drawing people together. So many people are wanting to look after themselves. And at the team huddle on Monday, we were saying, you know, it's easy to have a misperception of what is happening in the world. And I think one of my misperceptions at the beginning was that people would struggle to afford the products. And actually, I think I've sold more in the last 3 months than I've done all year. Because people really are wanting connection. They're saving money in lots of other things. Not everybody, but I was saying on the Zoom, I just don't think we can generalize. I think you offer it out there, and different people are connecting at different times. Some people are only just surfacing now. I spoke to one of my leaders on Monday, and she said, this is the first week that I felt like, okay, where am I at? What am I doing? And it's taken all that time for her. And other people actually were ready to engage, customers and team, right at the beginning, and now need a bit of time out.
Yeah.
And you just have to keep offering. And when I look back over the lists of customers who've come to these events that I've done for my own customers, actually it's some are the same people, and some have come and gone. And you have to make that okay. It's about a consistent message to say, we're having a lovely time, you're welcome if you want to. And I had a couple of messages yesterday from someone who said, oh, I'm not going to be able to make this one. Please don't apologize, it's really fine. Maybe, you know, we'll see you soon, or I hope you can make the next one, or something like that. Just keep it really open and easy. And I think in the world of stress and strain, that in itself is reassuring for people at the moment.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, Grace and I have got an episode of Call the Midwife to finish. And we're only watching it for about the 5th time. Probably more. We have watched them all over and over. Talking of safe places. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And thank you for joining me, guys. Let me know how your events go. And, you know, it's sometimes with the team training, things don't come together always. And if for you there are some things you want to chat through, you know, I'm having trouble getting people to come to them, or I'm not selling stuff and I'm giving loads of products away, or whatever the tricky bits are, if there are some that come up, please just share that and let's have a look at it together, and we can solution find together. Don't think, oh well, I'm not doing it very well because I'm not getting the same results as everyone else. It's not like that. We're all adjusting and changing and adapting all the time. So shout if you need some help. And I know many of you have got very supportive upline people who recruited you and leaders above them. But if I can do anything at all for any of you, just get in touch and we can chat things through. Okay?
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
nice off
This
me.
is the last one.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.